You're refusing?
I'm not refusing.
Well, when we ask you...
If you committed a crime, then I give my ID.
No. That's not how it works.
Alright guys, today we're going to break down a police encounter that instantly turned tense the moment officers approached a man sitting in his parked car. What makes this clip so important is how quickly the conversation shifts from a casual stop into demands for identification without any clear allegation of a crime. The citizen stays calm, keeps asking direct questions, and refuses to be intimidated by vague explanations. Meanwhile, the officers seem frustrated that someone actually understands the difference between suspicion and lawful detention. This opening exchange immediately sets the tone for a battle between authority and constitutional rights.
It's not a crime because we don't know who you are and you're out here parked. And one of the things that we do out here is if we have a vehicle that's parked and you know, it's a little odd just to be parked not doing anything. So
not really.
Identify the people who are out here.
Sorry.
I didn't ask you to come outside the car.
What?
I didn't ask you to come outside the car.
I want to get out.
I didn't ask you to step outside the car. Okay?
Alright, what do you want?
We have to kind of go about this the right way. You just can't jump out of cars when you're on a...
Buckle up, guys, because this next section exposes one of the most common tactics used during police encounters. Repeating demands in hopes the citizen eventually gives in. The officers openly admit no crime has occurred, yet they continue insisting the man must identify himself simply because they asked. Instead of reacting emotionally, the man carefully pushes back and keeps forcing the officers to explain their legal authority. You can hear the frustration building when their reasoning starts collapsing under basic questions. This is the moment where the encounter transforms from a simple stop into a serious debate about civil liberties and government power.
Okay, well, we need to see your ID so we can identify you.
I'm not giving my ID, dude.
You're not going to give us your ID?
No.
Really?
Yeah, because unless I committed a crime or something, then I give my
No, that's
ID.
not how that works, man.
Yeah, because
Look where you're parked right now. Are you allowed to be parked here?
I don't see the sign.
So what you're doing, so let me just want to make sure I have this down correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, you can record me all day. I'm recording you too. You're refusing?
I'm not refusing.
Well, when we ask you...
If you committed a crime, then I give my ID.
No. That's not how it works there. When we ask you to identify yourself so we know who you are, because that's one of our jobs out here that we're doing. And then when you refuse, well, what is that? What is that?
That's only refusing if I'm refusing if there was a crime committed or something. I'm not gonna have my rights violated, dude.
Your rights aren't. We're not violating your rights.
Can I see your ID? Can I see your?
You see everything I have.
Okay, you can see everything I have too.
No, I don't. I don't know who you are.
I just told you who I am.
Alright guys, now the officers attempt to justify the stop by claiming the area is connected to narcotics activity. But here's the problem. Being present in a location where crimes sometimes happen does not automatically make someone a suspect. The man immediately recognizes that flaw and refuses to surrender his rights based on assumptions alone. What stands out here is how composed he remains, while the officers repeatedly frame his refusal as suspicious behavior. Instead of escalating the situation, he calmly repeats one simple point. If there's no crime, there's no obligation to provide identification. That calm resistance completely changes the energy of the encounter.
To see everything.
I literally just pulled up, parked, but I take some photos.
Also, another reason why we stop people here, because it's a narcotic area where a lot of people they stop, drugs are passed, drugs are given.
Yeah, I don't do none of
a lot
that
of things
stuff.
go down like that.
I'm literally about to go into the military too.
That's why when we ask you, you know, who you are, we eliminate these things very, very simply. So what you're telling me is you're refusing to give us
I'm not
your
refusing
name.
unless there was a crime committed.
Okay, so you said your name is what?
Miguel.
Miguel what?
I'm not giving you my last name, dude.
Okay.
I'm not about violating my rights. I have nothing in here besides camera gear. So I'm getting my plates ran, no crime committed or anything.
Buckle up, guys, because this section really highlights how quickly reasonable suspicion can become a catchphrase without clear facts behind it. The officers continue circling back to the same argument: parked car, high crime area, refusal to identify. But none of those things automatically equal criminal activity. The citizen keeps exposing the weakness in their logic by asking the same unanswered question over and over: what crime did I commit? Instead of providing specifics, the officers keep leaning on generalized suspicion. This part perfectly demonstrates why understanding your rights matters, because many people would have folded under this kind of pressure immediately.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know, because they're law enforcement as well. They're federal.
The police.
They're federal.
We're not border patrol.
I'm not saying you're border
You're
patrol.
refusing to identify yourself, dude. That's a problem.
No, I'm not.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not. Unless you committed a crime, then it's refusing. What crime did I commit? I'll give you my ID. You just gotta tell me a crime.
You committed a crime.
What's the crime?
You did not commit a crime.
Okay, then I don't have to give you my ID.
When you're stopped by law enforcement,
I didn't get stopped.
we're stopping you right now.
You're stopping me now from doing what I'm doing, but it's not a
Stopping
crime.
you right now.
It's not a crime, though.
That's what we're doing. Okay. Thing called a reasonable suspicion. Have you heard of that?
What's the suspicion then?
Have you heard of that?
What's the suspicion?
You're parked here, just parked, doing nothing.
What's suspicious about it? It's not illegal.
Well, it's not an area just to stop at either.
A lot of people stop here and go hike, run, and everything. I just got out the gym, came here, parked.
All right, guys, this next moment becomes the turning point of the entire encounter. The officers finally admit outright that no crime has been committed, yet they still insist the man is refusing to identify himself. That contradiction completely changes the dynamic. The citizen stays laser-focused and refuses to let the conversation drift away from legality. You can almost hear the confusion building as the officers try to justify a detention without articulating criminal conduct. What makes this so powerful is the calm confidence displayed throughout the exchange. No yelling, no aggression, just repeated demands for lawful justification that never fully arrives.
Crime, though.
Fun. And the operation that we're doing, just so you know, is called Stone Guard. You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, well, Stone Guard means that that's what we do. People stop on the side of the road, not doing anything. You're saying you're taking pictures, but yet I don't see you taking
I
pictures.
literally just parked.
Okay. You know, I hear what you're telling me.
I've been... What's up? Yeah, I just bought a house there. Literally about 3 months ago.
Challenge.
I'm not challenging, dude.
Oh, well, that's okay. Okay, I see that. But it's very simple when, you know, you either probably don't.
I just won't give you my ID because I already been harassed by Coronado police when I pull up to just take photos.
I'm harassing you.
I'm not saying you're harassing me. I'm just saying I've been harassed.
Okay. I can't speak for them.
You can't speak for them. You can't speak for others.
I can only speak for me.
Okay, this is just me. I won't give up my ID.
Just like you can only speak for you.
Buckle up, guys, because the officers now introduce a border-related operation called Stone Garden in an attempt to strengthen their authority. But even with that explanation, the central issue never changes. Can someone legally be forced to identify themselves without reasonable suspicion of a crime? The citizen continues standing firm and points out that merely parking and existing in a public space cannot automatically create criminal suspicion. This section becomes less about one traffic stop and more about the broader tension between public safety operations and constitutional protections. The officers keep trying to gain compliance, but the legal foundation still appears shaky.
I've been.
Well, hey, look, this is where I am. Okay, hey, no problem, dude.
That's why I shook your hand, told you who I was.
Shaking hands don't mean anything.
Yeah. I don't go and meet a random girl on the street and tell her, "Here's my ID.
Well, this
This is who I am.
This
who
isn't
are
a
you?"
dating experience, buddy. That's okay. We're not talking about meeting a girl.
Okay, then I'm not going to give you my ID.
This
That's
is more
the
about
thing.
law enforcement. Yeah. But we already know who you are. We already got him. All right.
That's cool.
And,
where's your guys'
you're
apartment?
free
Is
to
it
go.
going all the way on 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
315 4.
All right, I'm going to head down there actually and make a complaint. You too, man.
All right, guys, as this encounter finally comes to an end, the frustration on both sides becomes obvious. The officers realize they're not getting the identification they demanded, while the citizen makes it clear he plans to file a formal complaint over the interaction. Despite all the pressure, threats of suspicion, and repeated demands, the stop ultimately ends without a citation or arrest. And that raises the biggest question of the entire video. If no crime occurred, why was so much effort spent trying to force compliance? This is exactly why knowing your constitutional rights matters during police encounters. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.